Hello, this is Siwing Yi from the Yi Real Estate Network. Welcome. This topic will be real estate forecast for 2021 and 6 ways to profit from it. All right, without further ado, number one, profit through research. Live, work, and play. Warm weather, okay? Warm weather all year round. Live, working, play. Good outside activities, good weather all year round. A lot of amenities, a lot of things to do. Just enjoy the sun, the surf, whatever. Okay. So I guess you know where's location, right? South and southeast. Okay. Let me give you a little bit of a hint. Third, obviously, to become successful as a real estate investor, you want to buy in an area where there is population and job growth, right? It is that simple. So you want to purchase rental property in areas with young population, millennials, a diverse economy, right? And a emerging market. Emerging market means suburban growth, right? All the during the pandemic and post-pandemic scenario, there's a lot of migration of people, the work from home, the working remotely, so people can work anywhere they want to, and because of the COVID-19, for the you're starting a new trend, really, people moving away from the high density of urban areas, big cities like San Francisco, LA, Chicago, New York City, New Jersey, and Boston. People are mass exiting. People are migrating into more affordable markets, larger homes, single family homes, especially with with one extra bedroom for office space and also backyard. So just maintaining social distancing, have a lot of breathing room, a lot of breathe good air, and a lot of room uh, to roam around and not having congestion and what have you, right? That is the way of the future, the migration patterns. And okay, number two, uh, choose several markets to invest in based on sound research. Okay, and look at opportunities. Look at the trend I just discussed. You look at the I call it the pandemic super migration. Even before the pandemic occurred in the year 2020, many people are moving in certain states anyway. All right, and the pandemic has merely exasperated the movement, right? Accelerated the movement. Okay, so clearly the two states which I highly recommend are Texas and Florida, in no particular order. That's what's happening. So Texas and Florida, and specifically if you want an affordable market where cash flow, where single family homes are typically around 200,000 or less, that's the ideal world. That's where the numbers make sense. That's where you can achieve cash flow. That's where you can achieve capitalization rate at least 6%, cash on cash return at least 8%, and then rent to value ratio is at 0.07 to 1% of the purchase price, the rent to value ratio, right? I just giving you some very simplistic, easy to understand numeric analysis for you to finish up your research. All right. So, and also Alabama, okay. And I like to sprinkle in some high tech, right? If you can add some high tech, some space technology, aerospace industry, high tech, those kind of things, more the better, right? Go to a market where there's a heavier concentration of high debt than normal. And that is in Florida, Texas, and Alabama. I call it the big three, all right? All right, so should you buy in retail? Of course not. Buy at wholesale, kind of hard. Buy at 10% below construction cost, of course. So the ideal purchase price from 2021 and moving forward are single family homes, preferably new construction. Single family home residential investing, price range anywhere from $150 to $250. And you rent for like $1,350 monthly rent on a $150K purchase, or around $1,850 for the $250K single family home. That's the ideal number, like 0.07 to 0.08 of 1% rent to value ratio. Are you clear? Okay, I'm trying to explain to you the most basic, easiest to understand. Okay, so that's what's happening. So high cash flow, good cash on cash return, good capitalization rate, at least 6%, and good total ROI, right? Total return on investment, anywhere from 30 to 40%, or even higher at 50, even to 100% total return on your investment. I might want to discuss that later on in this presentation. Okay, number 3, put your assets to work now. Okay, you buy real estate and wait. Do not wait to buy real estate. Okay, don't come back to me 5 to 10 years later. Oh, Mr. Yi, I could have, should have, would have. Right? Don't go there. It's time to set the record straight. There is no the economy. There's only my economy and your economy. You control your personal economy. The economy out there, you cannot control, right? So, however, if your economy is suffering, then do something about it. The next 3 years will determine your financial future. Now is make it or break it time. Tremendous wealth was made 6 years after the 1929, the Great Depression, as well as from the year 2010 to 2018, right? That's only a few years ago, right? And especially for those of you in California, you have experienced explosive appreciation right after the last real estate crisis in 2008, 2009. So right after that, 2010 to 2018, that 8-year run, in a lot of many parts of the US have achieved a lot of equity gain, but in particular in California, the Bay Area, in LA, you see house double and triple in value during that 8-year time span between 2010 and 2018. I'm not sure, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what areas that can have that similar growth projecting forward, right? So again, similarly, tremendous wealth can be made from 2021 right now to 2023, this 3-year window. And I'll give you more details later on this presentation. The next 3 years, you will see potentially cash flow and appreciation pretty nicely. Then after the next 3 years, the appreciation will come back to normal, right? Then you'll invest for the long term. All right. So mistakes people made in 2004 and 2007, they were speculators. They were not cash flow investors. Now, too many people are focused on cash flow, not on appreciation. For example, some investors, they want to buy in the Midwest area of the country, Midwest, right? We're talking Indiana, Ohio, Missouri, Tennessee, Michigan, Illinois, right? And those areas, those are called Midwest, where you can buy low, very low price homes, 40 grand, 50, 60,000, 100,000. But those are blue collar, working class neighborhoods, right? In the Midwest. And the homes are very, very old, like 60 to 100 years old. But nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying don't do it, but yeah, those areas, Midwest, you get a lot of cash flow, but that do not fall in love with strictly with cash flow. All right. So only idiots think they can get rich off cash flow. But if they know these three little known facts, and they are, no one in the history of real estate ever have gotten rich off cash flow. You read that right, no one. Don't get me wrong, cash flow is good, assuming it is positive. But absolutely no one has ever gotten rich off cash flow. It's been proven. Let's think about it for a moment. Let's say you have $200 monthly cash flow, which equate to $2,400 per year. If you multiply by 5 years, you get $12,000 of cash flow. Unfortunately, that assumes that nothing unforeseen happens, like flying to the Midwest to visit that 55-year-old home, fixing the roof that leaks in summer, fixing the hot water heater that goes out in the winter, dealing with the kind of tenant that that home attracts, right? Having to evict them, having a 3 months vacancy. You get the picture. For what you get really, right? $6,000 maybe, probably less per year for 5 years. Are you kidding me? The numbers just doesn't pencil. And you're putting your cash, your down payment, 25% down payment or whatever the purchase price in the Midwest, and you put your good credit, your leverage, and your income at risk for $6,000 of annual net cash flow. So don't let the allure of cash flow delude you into thinking that you can get rich off it. All right? If you are in a raw market, you will never get rich, but you could get poor even. What if you're in a market? What if you are in a market in your property where it has an ailing industry, or like the auto industry, or the oil industry, or manufacturing industry? That sucking sound you hear is the value of your home going south in a hurry. $6,000 in 5 years won't cure that problem. Worse yet, appreciation will never happen, and depreciation is more likely. Forget that nonsense about it can't go down any further. Well, that's the typical story being told by a salesman that probably lives in that market. So here's a better idea. Live where you want to live and invest where the numbers make sense. The key is to get cash flow and the best market for future appreciation. That is how you get rich. Now let's look at the $200 monthly cash flow and a great market. You will get the same $6,000 annual net cash flow, right? For 5 years, that's fine. Plus the drum roll, please. Appreciation. What a concept. Even at only 5% appreciation per year will make you 5 times more money than cash flow in 5 years. Do the math, right? This is probably 5th grade math. Okay. What if 10% appreciation per year will make you 12 times more money than cash flow alone? Right? Do the calculation I taught you. And because you hold the property more than a year and a day, you save 70% in income tax on all that money. Isn't it cool? So today you can buy a new construction, let's say for 200,000, okay, and rents for 1750 a month, gross rent, at 10% below appraised value, okay, from a builder. You got a discount. Then achieve 10% appreciation for the next 2 years, or with 20% down payment, maybe 25% down payment, okay, for a single family home purchase. So what is your total return on your investment, ROI? Let me give you the answer, 100%, right? How do you like that? How do you like them apples? You can achieve 100% return of your investment in the first year, potentially, okay? This is a very unique environment that we are experiencing right now. Let me justify this with my calculation, all right? And so let's say you bought that $200,000 renting for $1,750. You put 20% down payment. You will achieve $500 monthly net cash flow. Times 12 months equals 6,000. Okay. So the first year, your property appreciated 10%. So 10% multiplied by 200,000 is 220,000, right? So you have a walking equity because you purchased directly from a builder on the new construction, that you got the 10% walking equity. So your 200K automatically becomes 220, right? And then once you put the property to perform for the first year, you achieve 10% appreciation in the first year, all right? So 220 multiplied by 10% appreciation at the end of the first year equals 22,000. The 22,000 added from 220, so you get 244,000. You follow me? Right? Minus a $200,000 original purchase price equals $44,000 in total equity after 1 year. Right? Plus the $6,000 of annual net cash flow that you have to achieve. So 44K plus 6,000 equal total equity of 50,000. Then, okay, let's go back to the original price when you pay 25% down payment. 25% down payment multiplied by your purchase price, 200 grand, equals $45,000 down payment, right, out of your pocket, plus closing costs, let's say, of $5,000, right? So equal your total out of pocket of $50,000, okay? At the end of the first year, as I calculated, you make $50,000, right? Total equity. So $50,000 money you make at the end of the first year divided by your total out of pocket 50,000. So what's your return on your investment? 100%. Are you getting that at the stock market? The stock market return on historical basis, maybe 6, maybe 7%. And here you are at the end of the first year, you're getting 100% return on your investment. Is this going to happen every year? Of course not. I just told you, you may experience this scenario in your first year, and second and third year, you may achieve a high appreciation rate. But the real estate on historical appreciation per year is around 5 to 6%. All right, you're not going to get 10% appreciation every year. All right, but given the current environment in certain locations, like in Florida and Texas, when you buy in a good area, in a good location, such as Austin Texas, or in Central Florida or Southwest Florida, which is Cape Coral, Fort Myers, Lehigh Acres, Port Charlotte, and LaBelle. These 5 little cities consist of Southwest Florida. Then Central Florida, we have, you have Ocala, you have Palm Bay, you have Kissimmee, Point Siena, you have Sebring. So this area of Central Florida have this kind of new construction, have this type of cash flow, have this type of potential appreciation, equity growth in the first few years. Okay, okay, look, I don't have a crystal ball, okay, nor does anyone else. Okay, I'm not saying that there's no guarantee, obviously, right? So this is just a projection, okay, just a talking point, right? So I don't want to over promise and under deliver, but when you buy investment properties, you need to have the mindset there's to be a long-term buy and hold forever. All right. So this is a typical, what we call a pro forma. Pro forma is a cash flow analysis on a monthly basis. This is an ideal. This, if you can find new construction at this point in time in 2021 with this price point in a good area, okay, this property is located in Florida, Central Florida, right? 179,000, no, 169,000. The appraised value is 179,000. So appraised value is $10,000 more than your purchase price. So you're getting a discount by working directly with a builder. So new construction in a good area, this is in Ocala, Florida, which is 1 hour above Orlando. But I'm just giving you an example of this pro forma. What is your expectation moving forward? If you can find a new construction house in a good area, growing area, emerging growth, it will produce you these kind of numbers, right? Then this is a good, it's a good opportunity. So single family home, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,323 square foot, 2-car garage, new construction, and the purchase price is right now is $169K, and the projected rent is anywhere from $1,450 to $1,550. We're talking like 0.08 of 1% rent to value ratio. So this is a very attractive numerical number. All right. So giving this tremendous low interest rate of 3.3 to 3.5, which is amazing. We're experiencing one of the lowest interest rate in history. So you're almost getting free money, leveraging through great loan. These low rates will give you higher cash flow. So when it's all said and done, when you run out the numbers, I'm not going to go through every number, but your monthly net cash flow potentially at a projected rent of $1,450 is $482. On a projected rent of $1,550, your net monthly cash flow is $582. We're talking 20% down payment. If you put 25% down payment, those net cash flow will be higher, of course, right? So, right? So just marvel at this pro forma. If you can buy a whole bunch of these, wow, your financial future is set. All right, so this is the number you have to. So this numbers shows a capitalization rate of at least probably 6%, cash on cash return around, at least double digit, 10, 11, 12% cash on cash return. And total ROI could be, 50, 60, 70%, right? At the end of the first year. So amazing. All right, let's go on. As we are coming down to the end, the opportunities will blossom for those that seize them. If you don't see them, shame on you. Warren Buffett, who's the great Warren Buffett? He said, be fearful when everybody is greedy. Be greedy when everybody is fearful. Okay. You need to be a little bit greedy, all right? Sir Isaac Newton said, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. The truth behind the wealthy. Forbes said, the magazine, there will be 20 million millionaires by 2026. There were 9.3 millionaires before 2006. After 2006, about 3 million. After 2026, approximately 20 million. You could be one of that group. So how is your return on cash these days? Okay, a little bit of reality check, okay? So the question is, should you buy from the multiple listing service with a realtor? No. Why? In many markets in the country, especially in Texas and Florida, you're getting multiple offers. You're going through a bidding war on those resales out there. You're getting like 20 to 40 to 50 offers on the per house. Okay. And oftentimes during those bidding war, someone with all cash usually wins. But when you buy in a new build construction in affordable markets, you don't have to compete with all these buyers out there in the open market. When you buy new builds, the new builder have allocated those homes for you, those lots, those pre-construction lot where you buy the lot and secure the lot with an earnest deposit for 5,000 or whatever. Then you wait until the homes gets built in the next 4 to 6 months or 5 to 7 months, right? Then you close escrow. Then house gets completed. Then you use the turnkey system, put a property manager, put a tenant in there fairly quickly. Then you're on your way to make money from day one. You make money when you buy, right? So the best concept to do is build to rent real estate. This is a very hot concept. Now, you buy new construction. That's the best way to do it, right? During this particular real estate purchase environment. But when you buy from a builder, oftentimes the builder will sell most of the houses to owner-occupied buyers, right? And they may allocate a small percentage of the new homes to investor, maybe 10% of the new construction inventory to investors. But if you have not experienced what's happened recently in the hot market in Florida and Texas, most of the builders, because of so much demands in those locations, most builders they have closed their inventory to investors because their homes they can easily sell to owner-occupied buyers. So most builders, they're not selling to you. You have to work very hard to find a builder that may allocate a few homes to investors. Okay, we're seeing that scenario occurring in Texas. But if you buy a new construction through a builder that have a build to rent business model, yeah, you're not competing against the buyers in the open market in a multiple listing service. The builder have specifically allocated those lots for a specific group of investors only. The builders are only selling to investors. In our case, with our network, you being part of the Year Realty network, right? You have specific opportunity to buy those lots without heavy competition from other buyers outside of our network. See? So because our network have a relationship with those builders who only build new homes for investors like yourself, right? So that is what's going on. And if you look at the chart here, population growth from 2010 to 2020, the dark areas indicate massive population growth through migration, mass exodus, and the things that I just told you. But of course, although the dark spots are as you can see, on the western region of the US, Nevada, Arizona, Utah, Colorado, and Idaho mainly, and then Florida and Texas, and then the southeastern, like uh, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia, right? But in the western region, the homes are too expensive. You cannot cash flow. So I wouldn't recommend for you to buy in Colorado, Arizona, Nevada, Utah, or Idaho. But so the best place to buy, obviously, uh, is Florida and Texas because the number works. The numbers work. You cash flow with 25% down payment. You have a 0.08% rent to value ratio, and all the numerical returns I've discussed that. All right, Florida, Texas, clearly number one and number two in population and job growth. It is that simple. The big shift, migration patterns emerging out of the political, unstable, large cities into stable, safe markets. All right, the big shift ahead. That's what's happening. So follow the big shift as I indicated to you. And the tech elites are making moves out of San Francisco and other areas, mainly San Francisco, Silicon Valley, San Jose, right? As they rethink the area's cost, political climate, and safety, right? Because California and New York State is very heavily populated urban environment, is subject to very high health risk as we experienced during 2020 with the pandemic, with the social distancing, remote working ability, and high cost of living in California, bad business climate, high business taxes in California. So Californians and other people are moving. The brain drain are migrating from California to Texas and to Florida, as you can see on this chart. Okay, follow the trends, follow the market, follow the pandemic super migration, and all that. So follow Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and and the other tech giants, right? Apple and uh, uh, and others, Amazon and Tesla, and who else? And Larry Ellison. All right, number 5, money investment triad. Accumulate wealth, okay? Bounce back real estate markets. Volatility equals opportunity. You need to embrace the concept of buy and hold, okay? Generate cash and income. Okay, if you have a good job right now, good income, leverage your job, leverage your liquid cash, identify your liquid cash available for real estate. Some of you want to do a buy and flip, which is hard these days, but some of you want to partner with others. I don't really necessarily recommend, but it's up to you. But whatever it is, get in the game, whatever situation you're in. So preservation, asset protection, as you journey through your real estate investment portfolio acquisition mode, look into asset protection, entities protection, LLCs, tax planning, consult with your team of financial advisors, tax advisors, look at tax benefit, right? And leverage, you can use your IRA, individual retirement account, to buy real estate in the name of the IRA, something I help many investors with over the years. So when housing value equals replacement cost, builders will start building again, and builders are ramping up, okay? The pendulum has swung. Tremendous demand, low inventory, low interest rate equal good realistic opportunities. That's all I have to say. So turning your dream or your passion into a profit. This could not have been done during a good economy, right? Create your niche. My niche is single family home residential investing. That is to me, to us, this is the real estate best asset class. Sprinkle in some duplex and fourplex. That's it, right? That should be your core investment acquisition methodology, right? Learn how to leverage your cash, your good credit, your income, your self-directed IRA, and other financial resources that you have, so that 1 + 1 equals 11, not 2. You need to use a multiplier effect. 1 + 1 equals 11. Okay, no one knows exactly at the top or the bottom of the market, right? Do it yourself. Should you do it yourself or getting it done for you? You want to work as a team. You want to use a turnkey approach. If you're a very, very busy person, you're busy with your career, your job, and your family, you have very little time, then use a turnkey system. Work with a team of professionals. If you want to do it yourself, you could, but it's very, very difficult, right? So do it all over the next 12 months while America is on sale. So even if you have a 9-to-5 job, even if you have a full-time job, you can accumulate a large portfolio of investment homes to achieve your financial future and freedom. So the last thought I have is in 4 words. Just add a 0. With that said, thank you so much for your attendance, and good luck in your financial future. This is Siwen Yi from the Yi Real Estate Network. I will see you on the other side. Goodbye.